we want to highlight people's stories who come to the festival and travel to the festival as well. You know, I think it's the funny thing about Melbourne, you know, being the city of literature, me not being from there personally, I think it kind of gets a bit insular at times, and I think it needs to take on a bit more of an ambassador role for the rest of the country. Like, you know, it's got so much going on, but it needs to be able to export that and share that around with the other cities as well, and regional areas.
Everyone's getting towards the weary end.
Here's some questions for you.
Oh, okay.
If you want to
Wow.
open
Hey,
up
sudden influx. I will. Okay, here's one. Are these from the floor, from the
We're
box?
sort of merging now into
Cool.
open group discussion.
So just on that then, how would you like to, would you like previous panellists to chip in if they've,
Yeah, why not?
all hands on deck?
Why don't we,
okay, all right, well I'll just read them and we can take our gloves off and get started. This one says, as a new writer, what's the best way to get a first novel out there? Do you get an agent? When editing, how do you supply the novel to an editor? So maybe Emily first, I suppose, but then you can open that one up. Or?
well, my experience was probably not that common in that I had a short story published in a literary journal in New Zealand, and I'd go, you know, my general advice would be try to get some work out there, you know, without necessarily having to just rely on your full-length book. And the publisher of that journal connected it with a UK publisher who asked me to keep sending him work, and so I did that, and then they offered me a contract, and then I got an agent after that. So it was a little bit backwards and very lucky, and again very, you know, reliant on other people's goodwill and other people picking up what I was doing and wanting to share it. In New Zealand, for instance, we don't really have literary agents. If you're a writer